Good morning, no glitches allowed. Welcome back. We are here again, raising money for Go Rescue. Raising money for Go Rescue, the dog shelter in Hampton, Virginia. We're here to provide some funds and some fun times here for No Glitches Allowed 2025. Chat, I hope you're all having a great day. I hope all is well with you. We're going to be getting some things set up here, getting some incentives going. But I know up ahead we're going to have Super Mario 63, run by TheGaming100, as you see on your screen right now, and Grapple Dogs Cosmic Canines by Shovel Claws. And a little bit later, Parking Garage Rally Circuit by A Tea Tree. And myself, I should have introduced myself to start. My name is CoolCat3020. I'll be your host for at least a couple of these runs as we're having a good time. Good morning, and hopefully a strong push into the last day of No Glitches Allowed. Chat, I hope you're having a good morning. Hope all is well with you. I know production team's going to get some incentives going, I believe for Super Mario 63 and Grapple Dogs. So I will give you the update on that as soon as I am aware. But again, to kind of give you the reason why we're here today, we are here to raise money for the Go Rescue shelter, so we can help those dogs in need to find a new home, or just to provide supplies and food for those puppies and dogs for them as well. And if you don't know what that's about, a local woman in 2011 by the name of Georgia lost her home, and her only focus became how to prevent her family dogs from going back to the animal control. Starting out with just an empty shell of a building, Go Rescue soon became not just a place for her current rescues, but a shelter that has grown to rescue over 2,000 dogs to date, with no signs of slowing down. Thank you, Georgia, for that. Because I'm a dog person. Despite the name, I am a dog person. In addition to the monetary donations, like I mentioned, they'll need stuff like supplies to keep the pups healthy and healthy, that of like food, medical shots, anything like that. So if you have time, if you have the funds, please get those donations in. Exclamation point donate in chat to get donations. And or if you again see on screen the big Tiltify QR code, shout out to Tiltify for helping us out here. You can scan that QR code to get the donations in. Beyond that, too, other things that are happening. Of course, I mentioned the games that are on stream. They're going to be coming up here soon. But if you want to hit exclamation point schedule, you can certainly do that to see other games that are going to be hosted today. Again, this is the last day for us here for No Glitches Allowed. Yeah, just taking a look here. Beyond that, there's, of course, Super Mario 63, like I said, coming up soon, Grapple Dogs, and Parking Garage Rally Circuit. Other games to note, there's like new Super Mario Bros., Super Metroid, Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix as our final. We have all sorts of great games for you today, so please be sure to stick around or just tell your friends. Tell your family, hey, you want to see some cool speedrunning from all parts of the world? Join in. It's great. Watch No Glitches Allowed. I know we are I'm making predictions, making estimates here, but I know we've already raised a huge amount today, over $2,000. Thank you so much to the community who's helping this out. I'm going to predict you guys make it at least past 2,500 today. Maybe 3K. Who knows? But if you want to prove me right, exclamation point donate in chat to make that happen. Also, other things going on. Japanese Restream. Hey, thank you for Japanese Restream for being a proud partner to help us out. You know, Japanese Restream is great because they partner up. They put this to other part. You know, obviously in Japan. Shout outs to Japan to bring this action, this content right to them. So if you want to check out their stream by chance, you can do twitch.tv/Japanese underscore restream or type exclamation point Japanese in chat. Hey, I'm Redman. Yeah, you are Redman. Gaming 100 soon to be set up here, I believe. Soon TM. There we go. But I think we're almost soon to start. Could be wrong, but All right, folks, we are back. I'm back here. We're going to go ahead and get this run started with Super Mario 63 for No Glitches Allowed 2025 with the Gaming 100. Take it away.
It's basically a lot of Mario games like SM64, Super Mario Sunshine, and a lot of others. This 2D kind of masterpiece mashup. There's a lot going for it. And today I have the world record holder himself, Verdict, in commentary. Want to introduce yourself, man?
Hello, everybody. Yeah, good morning to some of you, good afternoon to some others, and good evening to yet some others. Yep, I'm gonna be co-commentating this run.
And I'll be responding to chat,
possibly.
I think I'll do that role.
Yeah. And also together with us, we got
there's This game is a classic for sure.
I'm also here. I obviously don't have the high distinction, the high numbers such as the TheGaming100 and Verdict, but I do run Mario Odyssey and have a world record in Mario Golf on the Game Boy Color, so I feel like I'm still a Mario.
That's good.
A Mario runner in some way, shape, or form.
You are. This game is also. I have cursor. It's even better. You can actually see my mouse. Perfect. I didn't even know. I run without that visible for so long. I didn't even recognize that was a thing. But this is probably for the better, yeah. In this case.
We'll get you up to speed, Toro. You'll know everything about this run in 50 minutes from now, as will the entirety of the chat and everybody watching. We'll try to explain everything that happens. A lot of stuff is going to happen, actually, especially in the first few minutes. It might be a little bit tense with the explanations. Don't be scared away. There will be some things going on. After that, it should be a bit more chill.
Yes. Edge of the Mushroom Kingdom is, in fact, an incentive. Power Flood only. So get those donations in. You gotta get $50 by the end of the run.
Look later what that incentive means.
Yeah, we'll talk about that when we get there. Let me know when you're ready to do the countdown, and I guess we'll start.
All right, countdown. 6, 5, 5.4,
Good.
4.3, 3,
Nice.
2.7, 2.4, 1, go.
All right, let's go. Good and new file. That wasn't stupid.
Let's go.
All right.
All right. So this game is indeed Super Mario 63. It's we are starting off in a little tutorial section, which is supposed to teach you about the movement. So how does the movement work? Well, it's pretty complex actually. You have a lot of movement options. You have single jump, double jump, triple jump. You have diving and dive recovering. You have spinning to get some extra height and to stay in the air a bit longer. You have ground pounding, you have back flipping, and you even have hover flood, as you can see right now.
Right now. I have power flood right now. That is no joke.
Yep, indeed.
Well, some sunshine are real, and yeah. That's a thing that happened. So,
nice pipe.
Another thing that this game has is a ton of castle shortcuts that Bruno actually intentionally left in, so it's not a glitch. We're not breaking the rules.
There will be no glitches in this one. Don't worry. If anything looks weird, there
just
are
remember,
no glitches.
Bruno intended it. Bruno did this intentionally. I can confirm.
Yes.
He even
just
says
as the
himself
founding fathers intended.
when the game released.
This thing where he just uses an invisible pipe and ends up somewhere. Yeah, that's intended. That's all. It's just as the founding fathers intended. Don't worry about it. Anyway, we are currently in the first Bowser fight, which we shouldn't be here this early, but we, as the gaming said, we used some castle shortcuts to get here.
Yes.
And the reason we do Bowser 1 so early as possible, is because when you defeat Bowser 1, you unlock the other two floods, Rocket Flood and Turbo Floods. And here in the first room, he's gonna try to do a pretty difficult trick, so I'm going to let him focus.
Yo!
Let's go.
Oh my god! Redemption is real! Yeah, that is a really difficult trick, because the birds are not only small in as far as hitboxes size, but it's also not consistent. It's random. I almost missed the OS. But yeah, if you pause, you can do that for every single shine. Unless you shine cancel.
He did that trick in the practice commentator run that we did a couple days
ago.
Yeah,
exactly.
I just said, don't worry, you will get it in the actual attempt.
And you were right. You were right. You were so right.
And this is only the beginning. He's gonna get everything, all the tricks correctly in this run. Nothing will go wrong.
I don't think you should say that so soon, by the way. Even if it does happen.
I'm very confident.
Don't worry, I knocked on wood. I have a wooden desk, so I knocked on it, so we should be good. We should be
things
good.
like that. We'll get into that later.
Right, we are in the first main stage, Bob-omb Battlefield. You might have heard of that name somewhere before. Yeah,
Okay, that's
it
fine.
has 5 shine sprites, which are the main
Hey,
collectible of the game.
Point in case. Case in point. I would say that.
Yeah, and 6 star coins, which are the secondary collectible. In total, there are 64 shines,
Alright,
64 star coins.
I'm pressing
This
split
is
if I have a
represent, so we'll have to get all of these. Yeah, as you can see, the game
New
is doing
routes.
some weird looking stuff. As I said, none of that are, well, maybe some of those are glitches, but for the
Not really.
sake of not being called a criminal, none of those are glitches.
Okay, that's
Don't worry about it.
There we go.
But I suppose I should try to explain.
Yeah, please do.
We have a lot of shine sprites in the game. Usually, when you collect each of the shine sprites, Mario does his shine get animation, and then he gets booted out of the stage, and then you have to re-enter and get some more. But if you do something which is definitely not a glitch, if you triple jump into a shine and then pause on the same frame you
Okay,
did
man.
shine,
Okay, man. Real funny.
nice, and then you dive out of the pause animation, the developers definitely intentionally made it so that you get the shine but are still able to stay in the course.
Yeah, pretty much. It's on
Which,
64.
as you
it's like,
might imagine, is pretty useful. It allows you
they looked at
to.
Mario 64 and thought, "Hey, why don't we add like shines that you can actually stay in the course, but you have to actually earn it."
Obviously,
Basically,
it's high risk, high reward. You know.
yeah. It's like Mario Odyssey, but it's not free. Okay, that's fine. I'll just get silvers and reds together.
That's a shame. That's a pretty costly shine cancel to miss.
The number reset, so it's whatever.
Yeah. So this is actually why knocking on the wood didn't work, because in the practice commentary run, he hit every shine cancel in the game in the run, which was pretty impressive. And, like there was no way that was gonna happen again.
Yeah.
But oh well. You get to see some backup movement where he, some alternative movement you usually don't see in the run, where you have to collect all the silver stars and all the red points in different ways.
Oh, the start one.
Right, by the way, I'm going to say thanks for the good luck, everybody who's wishing it in the chat. I should maybe also even say some names. Hello, Ratig. Hello, Greedy.
Nine times out of 10, I would miss that start point again. In the situation.
Everything you're doing in the game, you're doing on purpose.
Yes, pretty much. But exactly.
You're just doing this for the entertainment to show how many different rooms and different places and different movement options there are in the game.
Yep, Rick's not wrong.
Anyway,
yeah, really, it's interesting just kind of seeing from an outsider just kind of how there's obviously a lot of the movement is and a lot of the movement tech is just sometimes inspired or even lifted.
If you guys donate $50, I'll do this with only Hover and Luigi 2. So get those donations in.
Right. Actually, speaking of donations, if you don't mind me saying, we're almost nearing the edge of the Mushroom Kingdom incentive.
Already? Yo, let's go.
Already, yeah. So, from MASH, good luck on the final day. Everyone is doing an amazing job, including you, chat.
This is the final day? I thought we were doing this on the 28th.
Nope. Today is the final day. The day of the final donations.
Dawn of the final day.
Dawn of the final day. So, MASH, thank you for the $5 donation. We appreciate you. Anonymous came in. Anonymous came in with a $20 donation, and then from Diamond Blaze, a $15 donation just a few seconds ago. Hello from Sweden. The first time I played this game, it was probably about 10, but the crazier thing was running off was 18. Was only about 18. It's still an Unreal game, and it makes you wish the level creator servers still worked. Best of luck, Gaming100.
Thank you. Appreciate that, man. Yeah,
It's a lot of donations. Didn't you tell us that the morning is usually pretty slow?
Yeah, that's what I thought too.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, you bring Mario 63 to the people, and the people will respond in kindly.
Yeah.
So this also has a new route. I'll let Bert explain, as usual.
Before I explain, actually, what I first want to do is the host just talked about Edge of the Mushroom Kingdom and the incentive that you have.
Never mind. Don't talk
Edge
about
of
the
the Mushroom
Mushroom
Kingdom
Kingdom.
it's typically the, if you play casually, it is the last stage you ever do. So it's supposed to also be the hardest stage, like a very difficult challenge for all the casual players. Obviously, for the gaming, it's not much of a challenge, but that's partially because in the 100%
I'm gonna say this.
cheated a lot. We
I'm gonna
do
say
it pretty
this.
unintentionally.
When I first played the game in 2013, Edge of the Mushroom Kingdom, just beating it was still really hard. When I was a casual player in 2013 or 2014. So I get
Anyone who has played casually would relate, I think. Me too when I first played.
Yeah.
Same.
Woo! That was tough.
But yeah, if we meet the incentive, you can get to see the gaming, play it somewhat casually.
Yeah, I guess. It's more like a challenge. Power play only is kind of tough. Especially for something like this.
Well, yeah, it's supposed to be tough, but that's why it's an incentive.
Exactly. But what I'm trying to say is it's way harder than doing. Whatever. Gonna look remember for later when I don't forget the route.
Right. Well, now switching topic to what we are currently at, which is Snowman's Land. Another one of the main courses. Yet again, 5 shine sprites, 6 star coins. You use the wing cap a lot in this level, which don't get
especially for secrets. This strat is pretty huge. It saves backtracking to the left and then to the right, and that would be really slow. So you skip all that with the wing cap, and then there's that. Red's now. Not last shine.
There's been a reroute somewhat recently in this level,
which
where now we use the wing cap even more than before. We use it for almost the entire level, which, wing cap is pretty fast, as it turns out. And that's because he's almost done. I think after this shine,
the Snowman.
Almost gonna be
this
done.
is the 2023 one, by the way. Oh, I'm not meant to do that, by the way.
There's only 1 shine remaining, right?
Yes, correct.
Yeah. The big snowman, which typically is the shine you get first in this level, but, we make our own rules.
Okay, it's fine.
You know what else I will say? I should address probably the elephant in the room, also known as the in-game timer at the top right of the screen. Yeah, the gaming is playing on the in-game timer mod of the game, which doesn't change anything about the game. It just makes it so that there's
you can see what time I get at the end. Yeah.
It automatically starts when you start the game, and it stops when you finish the game.
Yes, exactly. And
the reason it was introduced was because some people were experiencing a bit of lag spikes, and so with the in-game timer, those lag spikes don't slow down your final time, so it's a bit more fair.
Now, a question from someone who obviously is not familiar at all with this game, but do run games that sometimes use the in-game timer instead of RTA. Are there any strats that's kind of maybe tries to take advantage of the fact that you guys sometimes run with the in-game timer, or is that timer just kind of pretty consistent all throughout?
Well, the thing with strats which abuse in-game timer, it only works in games with loading times, right? If you have to load something a lot, then in-game timer is going to be faster, but there are no load times in this game.
Oh yeah, I can tell this game is just super extremely fast-paced, which I appreciate.
I'll take that.
It is. So the in-game timer didn't change anything strat-wise. Stayed the same run. Just now there's a nice timer in the top right, and everybody can ask, what does the timer mean? So now you know what it means. Yeah, this is by the way the Rainbow Ride secret. The stage where the gaming is currently at. It's you don't have any floods in here, so it's a little bit tough. obviously optimal movement without floods is harder than with floods, because floods allow you to
Do whatever.
skip almost everything.
Yeah, pretty much. Which you're gonna see right now in Reds.
Yeah, for example, look at this. He's going to just equip Rocket Flood and bam, just get the star coin that way. Just as the Founding Fathers intended. I should stop saying that, I think. Said it 3 times.
Yeah, Founding Fathers is a cool text, is a cool phrase though. I don't mind. In this case. Normally I'm against like, saying the same thing over and over, but Founding Fathers sounds really cool, so I like that. Doesn't matter to me. Not matters to me.
This, by the way, is the Rainbow Ride red coins, which, in my opinion, you can see this is a lot more of an intricate maze than the red coins in Super Mario 64.
Yeah, I think that's true. Yeah. I think there's a lot more moving, a lot more nuance to the routing.
I mean, it sort of has to be more intricate because it's in 2 dimensions.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, exactly.
Already intrinsically makes it easier, simpler.
Yeah.
You know. All right. So far, you haven't missed any more shy castles apart from that one.
Yeah. Right? Exactly. I think that might have been for the better because we got to see some pretty cool back. I'd say.
Yeah. You did. Should I start talking about? Well, we already explained shy cancels. There are in total 3 major, definitely not glitches in this game.
Yeah.
The second one being double rocket, which he's doing all over the place.
Pretty much.
Which is whenever
even
he's charging up a rocket.
Fun fact, even any percent does that. Of these major glitches, of these definitely not glitches, double rocket is used in any percent too. The others are not.
Yeah. It's just that universal. You use it all over the place. Usually with Rocket Flood, you're only supposed to use it once, and then you have to wait until you land on the ground somewhere to use it again. However, if you start charging up a rocket, which takes about half a second to charge, and then you pause the game at the same time as it finishes charging, you can blast off the rocket, but you're still on the ground on that same frame, and so that allows you to rocket a second time in midair. Which, you know, you can get a lot more height from that. And the game's kind of designed that you are only allowed to rocket once. So, yeah, just whoopsie daisy. We can skip a lot of stuff.
Yeah,
with intended mechanics, mind you.
Cave on Puzzle was a very good example of that before in the ride. You saw what we did there. Yeah.
This stage, Tick-Tock Lock, is also going to be a good example because, well, Tick-Tock Lock is a pretty vertical stage. You have to move up a lot. So he's going to be double rocketing. And getting this pretty tricky shine cancel.
There we go.
Which is tricky because of how little space you have around the shine. And
Okay.
Nice. Falling down just to showcase how long and how high the room is and how it can just easily get back to Rocket Flood. Obviously. Right here is a red coin shine, but we are not going to collect all the red coins, and yet the shine still spawns anyway. That's because the developers for this particular red coin shine kind of messed up the indices of which coins represent which shine spawns, and so you only need to collect one specific red coin to spawn the shine. Just, yeah, whoopsie daisy. That doesn't apply to all red coin shines. Doesn't apply to all red coin shines, so we cannot cheese them all, don't worry.
Yeah, that's only this one and one other much later in the run. But that's it, just one more after this.
Yeah, the other one later in the run, the strat to do it is actually even cooler, so...
You'll see when we get there. Bro, thank you.
Anyway. And now he's starting to do a bunch of secret courses, so that I think is a good time to explain the third major trick of the run. Yeah. Which is a flood preservation. Which is usually for all of the courses in the game, when you first enter them, you don't have the floods. You need to find the flood boxes. Find the flood boxes somewhere in the course and stomp on that box, and then you unlock that particular flood. But what we can do is, let's say you enter a stage, and then you quit game from the pause menu and re-enter back into the save file. Well, the game kind of forgets to reset the course that you were in, so the game still thinks that you are in that course. Which means if you walk around Castle Grounds and get some flood boxes from the Castle Grounds, well, voila, suddenly you unlocked the floods in that course. And for some courses, the flood boxes are pretty far away from where you start, like maybe very high up, and it would take a long time to get. So, Tick-Tock Clock is a good example. For Tick-Tock Clock, the rocket flood is near the very top.
Yeah.
But because we flood preserved, we just had a rocket from the very beginning. Very convenient.
Yeah. Same is true with Rainbow Ride, by the way. Rocket and Turbo for Rainbow Ride. So definitely
Yeah.
both. To do with
And
that.
why I said it makes sense to bring up during secret courses is because secret courses, well, they only have one shine. They are pretty short courses. They don't update which course you are currently in. So if the game already thinks you are in Tick-Tock Clock, for example, and you enter a secret course, well, you are still in Tick-Tock Clock, and therefore you still have all the floods. So that means for most of the secret
Don't miss
courses,
the key build, please.
we finish them in like 10 seconds. So you barely even see them at all.
Pretty much.
Alright, here's the second Bowser fight. For all the Bowser fights, you throw him into bombs 3 times. Here he's opening at a small cutscene skip. And when I say small, I mean it saves about 1 minute.
Let's hope I got the key this time, please, please, please. Okay.
Hopefully he did.
Okay,
Did you
man,
get the key?
real funny, bro. Real funny, dude. Alright. Great comedian.
Alright.
Alright, well,
So the thing about that skip is if you do it too fast, you actually don't get the Bowser key.
oh,
And yep, that happened. So now that means you'll have to redo the Bowser fight.
yeah.
Which means you'll get to see the movement of the Bowser's 2 stage without getting their red coins, which
Pretty
is even
much.
more new movement.
Yep, exactly. The movement is the movement. Something else I
This
said I would do.
course right here,
If
your
that
secret
happens.
course.
Oh,
another
nice shine
example
cancel,
of
by the way. Haha! Damn it, shine
Nice.
cancel.
it. Nice.
Worth it.
Oh yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot of ways to shine cancel. For almost
Okay,
all
potato.
shines, we just jump because that's the most convenient. But you can damage shine cancel, where you take damage on the same frame. You can backflip shine cancel. You can dive recover shine cancel.
Bro.
You can sleep shine cancel.
Sleep
I
shine
believe you can
cancel.
also
I remember, that was
shine
goofy. That was goofy.
What is sleep shine cancel? That one's interesting.
Oh god, it's the funniest thing ever. That's all I'm gonna say.
So fun fact, it's never been actually done in reality, but
Keck dog.
it is in theory possible. If you just let Mario stay still for a little while, he falls asleep.
Bro.
If you're somehow able to move Mario while he's standing still and move him directly into the shine,
Imagine shine canceling in your
screen
sleep.
falls
It's
asleep,
like shine cancel.
then yeah,
Oh my beard.
he just gets the shine in his dreams.
Oh, that's actually
I don't care
that's
about
actually
the
really
beard, that's
funny.
Yeah, right. That's what I was saying.
Yeah. So if y'all want to be the first person ever to get a sleep shine cancel legitimately,
Go to bed. Never shine. Okay.
right. Good night, everybody.
No. Well, not now. Like, literally noon right now. At least for
It's
yesterday.
appropriate actually because for some people it's the morning at the moment, and this is the first one. Of...
Yeah, technically, it's a good morning
What?
from your sleep shine cancel.
right.
We should probably explain what's happening on stream. Oh shit. Yeah, let's just
Now
explain
it's
what's
another
happening.
one.
A really tough thing is coming up soon. So I hope I get it. Next shot comes soon.
Oh yeah, there's a trick coming up soon which looks pretty flashy. So, you know, hope he gets it. Oh, that's True Potato. You can flight shine cancel, which is actually used in the run a lot. For example, on this shine.
Okay,
Very convenient.
okay, that's what do I
That's not
do
a shine
here?
cancel.
God dang. You know what? I'll just do
Alright.
the intended. I'll do the intended for TTM secret. I think that's faster per IL, so yeah, let's do it that way.
Yo, intended movement. Let's go.
I should die. Yeah.
That means we don't get to see the very flashy cool trick.
It's fine. No big deal.
It's alright, guys. Next year, when we run this game again, we will get the trick.
Hopefully. Yeah. I won't say anything about
Yeah, so you have to collect 5 silver stars here. They are scattered around these spinning thingy. Then the shine sprite is going to spawn. Now, if the gaming had shine cancelled properly, the previous shine was also a 5 silver star shine, which means he already had collected 5 silver stars.
And this would have
And
spawned automatically.
the game doesn't
It
reset
doesn't
your
shine.
count
Yeah, right now.
after a shine cancel. So he could have just gone into the secret course and the shine would have immediately spawned.
Yeah.
Which is quite
Maybe for the better because the flashy trick is also like, very easy to mess up too. And I think that was way cooler seeing the intended movement, in my opinion.
It is.
So, yeah.
There's not a lot of floodless movement in the run, so
Yeah,
you know.
exactly. In fact, we probably might. I'm not gonna talk about it right now. That's good,
We do have the we had some floodless subcategories as well. In the category extensions leaderboards, we have floodless any percent, floodless no major skips, and floodless 100%, of course. So to give you some perspective, normal 100% wall record is 46 minutes, and floodless 100% record is like 2 hours 4 minutes, I believe. So yeah, floods are kind of
I
fast.
got an idea, actually. Yeah, okay, I know what I'm doing.
Nice, that's clean. That's kind of difficult movement, and he got it. Coming up here is gonna be another small floodless section, because inside the volcano, well, the lore says that it is so hot in here that the water in your flood nozzle
You're gonna see some good lore in a
pours
minute.
away.
So you'll see what I mean when I get there.
Yeah.
I'm gonna spoil. Hey Dignity, how are you?
So yeah, right here the lava's gonna rise, and can the gaming be fast enough to outrun the lava? What do y'all
You mean
think?
out jump, right? The vertical stage.
Yeah. That's exactly what I said.
Yep.
Whoa, he did it! He's so good.
I'm good.
Okay, another shine castle down. Just remembered one other thing I should talk about. Maybe you noticed, maybe you didn't notice that anytime he shine cancels, the shine sprite counter in the top left doesn't update. So, for example, that shine cancel you just got, it was 28 before and it stayed at 28. The shines still are counted properly, but the shine counter doesn't update when he shine cancels.
I'm not gonna get this.
So,
Oh, never mind.
to make it update, he needs to either... To make it update, you need to either
Quick game
not
or
shine cancel and
not.
let the full animation play out of getting a shine,
Or quick game.
or he needs to... Yeah, or he needs to pause and quit game, and then re-enter back into the save file. That also updates the
Where's
counter.
the let's go.
And you need to do that in some places, because some of the courses, to enter them, there's a shine sprite requirement of how many you need. Well, to be honest, the highest of those requirements is 24, and we already have 24, so we will not have to do it anymore again. We will still do it, because quitting out the main menu is faster in some cases for some other reasons,
Probably not.
mostly flood preservation. But you know, we get there when we get there. I didn't even talk, by the way, but he just did Leave a Lava Land secret stage, which is also supposed to be one of the floodless stages.
Oh,
But
and
you
if
notice
if you hold shift, you get the first flood in hover, rocket, and turbo. So whenever you see people get hover before, and then there's a what? that's so bad. That's because you'll have to do a hover if you get hover at any point before secret. During res, it's fine after secret. But yeah, also nice walk, Mario.
Right, time for Red Shine. This is my favorite part of the run because
Oh yeah, if you guys have any donations you want to read out, now is the perfect time because we have 2 auto scrollers now, red and green shine.
Yeah, or any announcements or any incentives or any anything.
Yeah, definitely. So we were talking about the Edge of the Mushroom Kingdom earlier, and we're still looking for donations for that. We're about $10 away from having that being greenlit. So we are soon to have that be done. So I'll let you know when that gets completed here. But if you want to get that donation in to have that be greenlit, !donate in chat to make that possible. Again, we've got other incentives later on. I don't have the only one that I have to promote later on is when we look at Kingdom Hearts 2. Looks like there's a $50 incentive to have someone defeat Sephiroth. So that'll be nice too. So to get those donations in now, !donate for the Go Rescue team.
I know nothing about Kingdom Hearts, but even I have heard the name Sephiroth, and I know that it's probably a powerful character of some kind, so...
As someone who has played Kingdom Hearts, Sephiroth is probably the hardest boss in Kingdom Hearts 2. And it's purely optional.
It's also just straight up an iconic fight in video games. Yes, even the cutscene introducing the fight is amazing.
All right, Toro. So it's the hardest fight, but is it hard for speedrunners?
Good question.
Great question.
Great question. If you know what you're doing, probably not. It's not as hard, but it is maybe even more cool looking seeing how the speedrunners do it.
Low start point? Oh, you mean leave a lava secret? Yeah, that's very easy to die there. A ton. In fact, I still do that myself quite regularly sometimes, even with Rocket. So I don't blame you.
All right, we're coming to the end of the Red Shine. I hope you found that exciting.
We have another. How do I say this? You want one auto scroller? You thought one auto scroller? Here, try 2. Here's another auto scroller.
Let's go. Except
this one is very, very, very random. So much so that the odds of a perfect garden is literally less than Dream RNG, Dream Luck. It's so.
Have you ever wanted an auto scroller, but the amount of time that the auto scroller takes is
completely random. Yeah. Here you go. Take a green shot.
Your prayers have been answered.
So what's the difference with the different colored shines? Because I saw the gaming just got a red one. So what's the difference?
There are only 2 color shines, the red shine and the green shine. They represent are special shines which unlock specific parts of Castle Grounds. It's a normal playthrough, but obviously there's a bunch of secret castle shortcuts, which means in reality we can go everywhere at any time.
I don't think you can bypass the green shine stuff though. The red shine stuff, oh yeah, you can with the Bowser skip. But green shine, I don't think you can bypass that without it, or something else, like the key or whatever. It's not like you can just bypass the green shine thing without something, like that. Like 12 shines or
you can. You need 11 shines to bypass.
Yeah, that's you have to do one of those 2 things basically.
Yeah, it's a bit complicated. Oh, don't die in green shine. That would be
That was close. That would have been my 3rd time in my entire career dying with green shine. Thank God it didn't happen here. I've come close many times, but I rarely ever die here, which is pretty good. And none of those
could have turned 4 minutes of auto scrollers into 6 minutes of auto scrollers.
Pretty much. Thank God for that. It didn't happen.
But yeah, that's the boss fight.
Why do I do green shine this way? Let me think about that for a second. Yeah, I do green shine, no flood preserve, because there was a route where you flood preserve that with Luigi's Mansion, but because I found something that's like 10 seconds faster than I figured it probably isn't faster. And the castle movement too is probably also for green shine. But other people disagree. That's all I'm gonna say.
Alright. We have shifting sandland right now. This is if you do it well, it's the fastest course in the entire
I was
game.
practicing this earlier to test for lag, and it was good. Now it's not. That's kind of funny.
Oh, all right. If you do shifting sandland very fast, you can do it in... The world record is 40 seconds.
40 seconds. 40 seconds in Napster, yeah. I had the record at 41 for like 1.5 years before that. Like, so yeah, it's very, very short. The only stage to go under a minute, I think, so far. The only other one that's even close is TTC. I guess maybe whichever, but I don't think it's that too. Tax is been submitted for whichever else.
Yeah. Sub 40 will happen here someday.
Yeah,
maybe
definitely.
soon, maybe not soon.
Definitely. Napster's cracked.
By the way,
what's up?
We said near the beginning that, you know, all of the main courses, for example, Bubble Meadowfield, Snowman's Land, Lethal Lava Land, all of these, they have 5 Shine Sprites and 6 Star Coins. But there's also a couple mini courses, like Shifting Sandland. But also another example is... Nice, that's a cool trick.
And Bowser 2 now. Please do not miss the key this time, I'm begging you. I don't even care if this is like 54 or worse. I just don't want to miss the key, that's all I care about.
Yeah, the trick he did back there is he paused the game on the same frame that he got the Star Coin. And yeah, that allows you to close the Star Coin text box while the file select animation is happening. Or the main menu animation. Because you probably did notice that anytime you grab a Star Coin, you go into this overlay where it tells you you got a Star Coin, hooray! And then you have to press save or don't save, and then you resume gameplay. But yeah, you just, the game freezes.
So yeah, what I'm gonna do is this. Because I don't want to miss the key again. You're gonna see something pretty cool, especially for speedrunning about Verdict.
Explain LDP? Alright, I can explain LDP. You do you know that, you know that gif of the guy in a suit who sits in very nice positions? And it's an overlay, a collage of pictures where he looks at the camera, he's all smiling, and he looks fancy.
I would rather sit through this cutscene. So yeah, this is a very big part of the lore in the game. So this is the cutscene that we were talking about that skipped. So it's a lot of mashing. Bowser talks about how he's going to destroy the Mushroom Kingdom, and he goes in this whole tirade for like several texts of a minute of this. Even if you're mashing fast, and I actually like this music too. You basically never hear this music in any other part of the game. Just about, yeah. Yep, some more drop.
This is a ton of lore. If you can read very fast, you can read everything that all of these toads and the Bowser is saying. Yeah. If you can't, essentially he's saying that he's got the Orb of Power, which he's using to summon the Meteor of Ultimate Destruction. That's an intentional typo. Yeah. Which is going to use to destroy the entire Mushroom Kingdom. However, there's a defensive force field around his own castle, around Bowser's castle. So everybody, they have a choice. They can join his side, come to his castle, or, you know, be obliterated by the meteor. And obviously Mario looks at all this and says, that's not very nice. So, you know, that's why we are over here, collecting Shine Sprites and stomping Koopas, and eventually we're gonna fight the final Bowser.
Yeah, so. Yeah, you got the stock ones up there.
Oh yeah, chat is correct. It's not meteor, it is meter.
Meter. The ultimate, by the way. As Renault intended. Bro. Oh yeah, fun fact. Triple jump has like 2 keys in the type of game code, which is one of the top players Napster's sort of.
This
All right, so
many
if you thought the game itself had typos, the game code probably. So it is messed up quite a bit. Also, actually, I cancel. Quote unquote.
Nice.
All right, just giving you guys a heads up here. Potato with a $10 donation to greenlight the Edge of the Mushroom Kingdom. That just got greenlit, so we're good there. Potato says, I couldn't resist donating during my favorite category of my favorite Flash game. It is criminally underrated, so I would only be happy that it began begin a run at a marathon. Good luck on the run, the gaming. We are rooting for you. Also, hi, Vertic.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Hi, Potato.
7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. 12 pauses. 2, 3. 4,
Okay, so
5,
we met the incentive. That's nice.
Yeah. So I just watched a Kingdom Hearts flood only, as promised. After this run.
And you just saw the gaming backflip into the ground and die.
So, do you want me to do it in practice hack or this version right here? Up to you. I think I'll do it in this version. Yeah, because it needs Luigi, but I have Luigi already, even now, so... And I'll be on this file, too.
Yeah. We'll do it here.
Yeah, I think that makes sense.
If you're wondering what he did with the backflipping back there, it's the thing we mentioned a long time ago where we said there are 2 cases where the red coin shines are kind of messed up and you can cheese them. One was TikTok Lock, the other one was What Dry World.
Yep.
So the thing is, you need to collect a specific coin, and then you need to somehow reload the room to get the shine sprite to spawn.
If you try going back up, if you try going back up, it will just take you. It just won't work. It'll keep you stuck. So you have to die or drown or something. So we used to drown for a long time, but then that trick where you can just backflip and take 4 damage was discovered to be way faster. You're pretty much.
I'm old enough to remember the route back when drowning was the play.
Yeah, same. I remember when we actually had to physically collect them. That was
I kind of remember that for my first month or so.
That was my first title world record for Watch Out, by the way. 145 flat. Back in second, I had it at 145. Oh shit! It was using most of the strats.
So sounds so alien now.
Right?
Collecting the red coins in the world.
Right? It's like literally 30 seconds slower than what we do now.
Yeah.
Like,
you know what they say, the year 2025.
Mostly in red, yeah. Whichever World also was faster in the other 2 charms by doing them the same way you would in the major skips, only the other middle category. Now we just do the other 2 charms the exact same way, except for the start buttons. Yeah, we'll do this.
Okay. At the moment we are in Boo's Mansion. For some people, I know for some people in the community, they say this is their favorite station the entire game.
Alright, good.
Ooh. Aye. Oh, nice backup.
Yeah. Pausing it definitely helped. Big time.
Yeah, it did.
Nice.
Yeah, for Boo's Mansion,
nice.
The idea is that a lot of it's a mansion. It's kind of a maze. Like different doors lead to different places, and it's hard to memorize where everything goes. And some doors actually lead nowhere, or some doors loop and stuff. Obviously, we know where to go. So what we do is first we get one of the last shine sprites, and then in the shine select menu we select that last shine sprite for all the subsequent shines, and selecting the last shine makes it so all the doors are unlocked, so we don't have to worry about them. Because normally there will be a long puzzle where you have to get the keys to unlock the doors and then get another key to unlock even more doors and then go even more. So yeah, we kind of don't do that. BM unenjoyers assemble. Sorry to say I am a BM enjoyer. I think it's.
I am also a BM enjoyer. Huge BM enjoyer.
Yeah.
Competed with Vertic in this I record for a long time, pretty much, as with many others.
I will say, I love the I'm just in absolute awe of the movement of this game. It's really incredible.
Cool. Some would say better than SM64. And I'm almost certain it's harder because people just cannot learn the movements easily, from what I've seen.
I wouldn't agree necessarily. Again, it's 2 dimensions. That's makes it.
I guess that's a good point, and you have blood too. But new people's experiences say otherwise. The experience of new players trying to pick up the game, except for the new gen top, that's it. Like, for example, the person I was trying to coach for Speedrun Miser is just one of many examples of how brutal the game's learning curve is, I guess.
I will say it's definitely different than, as Vertic was saying, just because it's now this is 2D as opposed to 64, which is 3D, and now you have to introduce the element of the Z-axis for 64. But here it's just much faster and a little bit different, and definitely something that you have
So
to.
here's going to be a really
sort of keep
cool
in mind.
goofy route coming up in the final stage, the final course. And halfway through the course, you're going to see something kind of goofy in regards to one of the secrets that we did not see. So if you're wondering why one of the first secret of the mushroom, we never did that. You might be wondering why, right? Well, this hover needs to be a thing for later on in the course. But the other way to do it is you have to stop and slow down, and that's kind of slow if you're hover. But there is a secret where hover is right there. And you guessed it, secret of the mushroom, right? So after we do this shot right here, we're gonna quit game and then do that while getting hover, which is infinitely faster than just slowing down there at the start of one. So yeah.
Basically, what the gaming said is we do a convoluted route and we split Hazy Maze Cave into 2 parts to save half a second.
So that's the third and final new route of the Hundo Revolution, quote unquote, that happened in like mid-April. AOB, SL, and HMC. Those are the ones that actually worked. There were a lot of other ideas involving hover flow preserving for Retro World and BM, but none of them worked. Okay, now we'll there we go. Yeah.
Okay. Yep. I do want to say, by the way, with what Toro was saying, ultimately, I certainly
almost.
think...
Okay, actually, I remember not to click the game. What were you saying, Verdict? Sorry.
I wanted to do I guess, a bigger overview, a bigger comparison. So, I definitely think moving somewhat fast in this game is easier than in Mario 64. But
I think yeah, I remember. I could definitely.
What it does have going for it is there's the moveset is bigger, mainly because of the floods. You have Hover Flood, Turbo, and Rocket. And even without floods, you have most of all the movement options of 64.
Wall jumping and long jumps pale in comparison to 64. It's not even close. Even with the fast rockets thing you can do in TAS. Someone 27 has wall jump too. That's cool. Which is a sequel of this game. And I was actually playing it earlier today. Got a pretty big PB from 121 to 517. Oh, no double run there. It's actually possible to go from where I said that to you can go directly to this route but it's extremely precise. To this day I have no idea how all 4 of my road rockets got this trick. But I got into this room directly, picking the previous one. But yeah, it's really, really precise. Yeah. Luckily, I can still 57
has this thing called...
it, but it's insanely difficult. Yeah, every single transition is the wrong one, basically. Except for like one HMC secret. Other than that, you can literally wrong up everywhere. That one's a double wrong warp.
Yeah. Wrong warps are things which are not a thing in most levels, but in Hazy Maze Cave, yeah, wrong warp is if you pause the game. Again, it's a pause trick. Everything is a pause string in this game.
Pause
if you
is
pause
so
in the same
broken.
frame that you enter a room transition, it can sometimes take you to a different room than where you were supposed to go. And again, it only applies to some transitions, and for most levels, there is no transition where that happens. But for Hazy Maze Cave, it's like everything is a wrong warp. So
I'm missing something.
I don't know what happened here.
What? I lagged so much. How did I not miss that? Bruh. Okay, I'll take that.
He's just that good.
I am gonna be real. I don't know if I'm gonna go on this. Got so much lag for the entire run. But we'll see. I'll do my best.
In just a second, he's going to be finishing up Hazy Maze Cave, and that's going to be it for all the main courses.
Yep. Now it's just prizes now.
Yeah. He's
Oh yeah,
some
that reminds me. I think it's a good time to plug it. If you want to get into learning this one yourself, one of the first things I recommend is to watch 100% tutorial compiled. It goes over everything. If you want to learn how to run this game yourself. From the
Triple jump
courses,
is a trip. That is so true, Diamond Blaze.
Yeah.
First we trip, then we all
Two
jump.
basically gonna jump.
Let's triple jump.
Now we're in Bowser Wins. And yeah, this is the why we didn't do this earlier. To do it later with Flood, it's still way faster. This is the one course where you have to enter twice for Flood Reserve. And it's still faster because of all the Flood stuff. Way faster than the way in the elevator. Okay. Okay, that just happened. That was goofy.
Yeah, screw you.
Yeah, screw you, bully. Okay, that's fine, whatever. Okay. Okay, man.
He's just showing off, he's just showing more the level, as I said before.
Oh, look, that's my goal time right there. 47.52 for STS. That's for the whole run.
Okay, this right here, Secret of the Sky, is the last secret course, and actually the last thing we need to get before going to the last stage, Bowser Free. So, yep. Real quick shine. This, by the way, is a shine we don't flood preserve, because there's a rocket box immediately as you enter, so it's not that useful to flood preserve.
It's literally way slower. Even doing this with Turbo is way slower. Captain Mode, it's just not worth it. Rocket is already so fast. Yeah, I think that's the only secret. Well, that's true, but I could be wrong. There might be a few others. Anyway, final Bowser level. Yay! This is gonna be 80%. Except no, because there's Bowser 3 Reds. Then it's 80%. So any 80% enthusiasts, basically every new gen runner ever, rise up, assemble. We're getting to your parts very soon. After this Home Shine cancel.
We are entering Bowser Free through yet another castle shortcut.
Yep, exactly.
So if you're wondering how we went from the main hall of the castle grounds to here, yeah, that's just another castle shortcut which is there for some reason. Which is very convenient for any percent. It means for any percent you can just almost immediately go to Bowser Free and beat the game.
Yeah.
So thanks for that, developers.
Okay, sorry. Apologies in advance for going over estimate because this almost certainly will, and having the incentive. Hopefully that doesn't screw up the schedule too much.
Well, with that attitude, sure it will go over estimate. You can still do it. It might still be possible.
Bowser 3 is like 7 minutes with the Reds, and it's like 48. But it's not going to be that much. Really, be minutes, 2 or 3 minutes. I'm just, yeah. Shouldn't be that bad. Especially if they were initially ahead.
Fun fact, by the way, obviously, as with everything in this game, in this entire section, in all of those rooms, you are not supposed to have any floods. But we do have floods.
Technically,
so
you can still go up. Actually, no, you can't. Well, yeah, technically you could get like 2 of the keys, and then have floods for the rest of the map and get into a cannon. Even casually. So,
yeah, I don't think any casual players ever do that.
Yeah, that's a good point, I guess.
63 star coins. I've seen
63!
that number before.
I have seen that number before too, a few times. I mean like several thousand.
It's like that scene from Breaking Bad where Walter says, "Because your boss is gonna need me."
Wait, really?
63.
What? He does not say 63. No, Sean.
No,
That's
I think
so
he says,
random.
I think he says,
That's so random.
I have seen it in on
That's
YouTube
okay.
once, and yeah, no, it's real. It's real. You don't have to
That's
verify the chat.
random as hell. I can't verify that now, obviously, I'm in the middle of the run. But that is crazy.
Yeah,
Why
I
did
guess
he
you're gonna have
say
to take our word for
63?
it.
I mean, I can check after, but I don't care to do that. Realistically.
Yeah. I, by the way, haven't actually seen Breaking Bad. I've just seen that
Same.
clip.
I haven't even seen that clip. I just keep talking about that's it. No exposure.
Yeah.
Mainly 127 server. People like Rudy talk about all the guys at the time. Oh, sorry for swearing. I shouldn't have done that. Bad. I don't know if that's allowed. Is that a glitch?
Not the last
Is
podcast.
swearing a glitch, by the way? Is swearing a glitch, by the way? I just did that. Alright, now we're in the 80% part. So people like Dignity, Falcon, Glitch Gamer, all your 80% mains, assemble. We are.
Hey, what about me?
Yeah, you too, but Verdict's also great at hunting, so... You're basically everything, basically. I don't know how to put
Yeah,
it.
we are. we have gotten every shine in the game. The shine counter doesn't show it, but we also have 63 shines. Which means we're only missing one shine, and that is the shine you get for beating the game. So that's it, just beat the game.
Beat the game from here. That being said, there is 64 star coins. You might be wondering what the last coin is, and you're going to see it in a fair bit.
Yeah. Which means, by the way, that spoiler alert, this Bowser fight is not the final Bowser fight.
Yes, exactly. Double minute? No, I'm not doing double minute.
Fireball, let's go.
I got 10 fireball. 10 or 5. It was a pretty bad. It was a basically the worst possible height you can get, but it doesn't really matter unless you get percent. So whatever.
Yeah, it's just a tradition to whenever
RNG
you
is
get
RNG.
10 fireball,
I don't care about this.
Let's go.
Yeah, I wasn't paying attention. I thought it was like 5.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, speaking of RNG, I've had multiple I was going for a ball in Battlefield sub 150 for a while. I've lost so many runs to King Babam being bad and just losing multiple seconds after a low 53 BOB secret exit, which is well on pace. And there's been just so many annoying failures like that. RNG can be brutal in this game. Well,
I heard about it. Yeah, you've been trying to get Baba Battlefield record for a while.
yeah.
You'll get it soon.
The
You
new
got a bunch of food.
Yeah, to be
I heard
but
you finally broke through and you got a bunch of new PBs.
150. Yeah, but to be fair, I'm kind of carried by the no round, saving 3 seconds. So I'll stop saying that when I get 149.
Yeah. Well, if those 3 seconds that you get from 149, then
yeah,
appreciate it.
Yeah, for sure. I can't wait to finally do the thing.
Anyway, getting back to the game.
Star coin. Don't forget Space 3 Star coin, Majuk. That's the thing he does pretty regularly, spamming that in 6-second rush chat. See, I can't handle that. Oh. Okay. Do the double rocket, please. Thank you.
We got all the star coins in
Alright,
the
this
game.
is looking like a high 55x. It's gonna look a 55.5x or 4x, depending on how I play this. It's 1 minute 15 seconds from here, just about.
So, just about accurate with the estimate.
Yeah, it's like a minute. It's a minute off, considering how much I lag and the Bowser 2 shenanigans. Not bad. Definitely not as cracked. Definitely not as cracked as I did. 100% times 4. Every single run was sub 53, and 2 of them were sub 52. That was the most cracked level thing I've ever seen. But I definitely sort of expected it to do it here, but sort of not. Okay. Oh, I thought it would hit the bomb. Whatever. Oh, okay. 56 time. 56 people assemble. April. Your PB might not get bopped this one. 56-16.
This, by the way, is the actual final Bowser fight. This is the real Bowser. The Bowser we fought just a minute ago was a fake Bowser.
Oh yeah, no, I'm not bopping April's PB. April, you're saved yet again. For once, a run that is slower than April's PB. It's been a while.
Okay. So we defeated the actual real true Bowser, and if you refer back to our lore, where we said Orb of Power and Meteor and stuff, well, the Orb of Power is still malfunctioning.
The rules for content. Right at you. Right at you, man.
Essentially, it means that Meteor is about to crash and burn all of Bowser's castle. So that means we gotta escape Bowser's castle. Would be nice. And so last section of the game, escape sequence. And time's coming up in about 10 seconds, so get ready.
56-23. Alright.
Nice.
I'll take it. For how much lag I got, I'm okay with that, realistically.
Still pretty close to the estimate.
Yeah. Even closer to April's PB, too. I think this is the first time in literal ages I didn't beat her PB.
It's fine.
Yeah, I know. I was just trying to make a good showcase. I wasn't really too concerned about the time, especially with all the lag and stuff. Thank you for the
GG. That was really fun.
Yeah, I agree. I had a lot of fun doing the run. Oh, there's one more thing I need to do. Do you want to watch the credits, or should we jump right at Edge of Mushroom Kingdom?
I think we are. Well, we did start a bit late, and you also went a whopping 1 minute over estimate.
So no
I'm not
cutscene.
sure if we have the time to watch the credits. If we
Okay.
also want to do the incentive.
Okay, so that means I'm gonna have to close and reopen the game, right? Or something like that. Or I can just go to File, and then, yeah, I'll do this. I'll Control Enter because the one's already over. Same file. Now we're gonna get Luigi because this run uses this 100% powerful only. It uses Luigi here, so you have to get Luigi first. Wait.
So this is the incentive, everybody. You remember the Edge of the Mushroom Kingdom
Actually,
incentive to do
Yeah, and
it?
I have to do
Any
Flip
intended?
first, and I have to get Flood from here. I'm only gonna use Hover, but I'll have all Floods, but I'm only gonna use Hover. Even now, and then I'll get Luigi.
Are you going to be using hover from the very beginning?
Yeah, I mean that's what we do. You don't want that?
I was expecting both no flood preserve and hover flood only.
All right, I can do that. Fine. I don't have too much practice with it, but I'll give it a go. Definitely gonna be Luigi though. I'll just say it.
Okay. Yeah, we never showed this, but you can actually unlock Luigi in this game.
Yeah.
It's a real thing.
Yep. L is real. SN64. People take that.
He controls a bit differently. He jumps higher, which is going to be useful for Edge of the Mushroom Kingdom. And for even getting to Edge of the Mushroom Kingdom is also going to be useful to do this jump.
There we go.
Alright, last stage of the game. No flood preserve, hover flood only. Show us what you got.
I think I can kind of improvise here.
This is going to feature some parts of the level which I also haven't really explored in a long time.
Let me think. What's my 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,
And...
What do I do here? Yeah, I'm confused. This might take like 5
you go
minutes.
down and Wait, isn't there a flood box all the way to the right?
Well, yeah,
If I remember correctly.
that's turbo, but that's not hover.
Yeah, well, alright, this is hover flood only, right.
It was just one or the other. That's a problem. We don't want to see that. Let's change it.
This does become a bit more difficult if you cannot use the rocket nozzle, which is right there.
Yeah, generally
But
don't
you
know
know.
what to do. Yeah, this might not. Yeah, I did not expect
Now,
to do
typically you do it that way, you dash pause buffer.
Yeah. I have practiced it through one or the other, but
Does the pause buffering used like as a way to kind of preserve the dashing and just kind of like overextend how far you can go with the dashing, or?
Yeah, pause buffering while you're in the dash animation builds speed. With each pause you get more and more speed. And it's uncapped, so you could get infinite speed if you have infinite patience.
Oh wow.
It's actually, if you remember, I said in Total Mountain Secret stage, there's a really cool trick. Yeah, that's the trick. You use dash pause buffering to build a lot of speed and then make a cool jump.
Ring cap is empty proper again. Sort of
Okay,
bad.
you're making some progress.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
The thing with this game is, if you're ever in trouble, just pause buffer.
Okay, I genuinely don't know what to do. Okay. Yeah, do you want me to just like do one of them just separately? I think at this point, yeah, I'll just
You
do
know
the-
what? You're allowed to use a single rocket charge here.
Whatever, man. I'll just infinite spin this way. Bro, you're going to stall it like 10 minutes at this point. Okay, but at least I can do this. Bro. No. We're gonna be like 30 minutes behind at this point. I intended to do one of them, but not both. That's the thing.
Okay, now I see the problem of doing both of them.
Yeah, I guess. Okay, let me just do Infamous this way. Yeah, this might be better.
Waiting.
Yeah. So, if we're 10 minutes or 20 minutes behind, Blaine's ready for suggestions to do both. By the way.
I'm sorry. I just want to see more Mario. Don't you want to see more Mario?
Yeah, same. Oh, okay. Okay, I can influence me.
What he's trying to do is, by the way, is to get that star over there. On the right is a wing cap. If he gets it, he's good to go because with the wing cap he can do crazy things.
Okay, this might help. There we go. I'm going off like I should.
You're not getting a lot of height the gaming.
Yeah, well,
Paul.
What did you think? What did you think was gonna happen when I did both HFO and no flip preserve with no practice? I don't know what you expected. God damn it!
I may have not thought this through.
Clearly.
Good point.
Oh my god, dude. Thank you. Why am I losing height, bro? Okay, gain height now.
Right, do you want to do it with hover?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, let's do that. Please.
Maybe it would be better. Maybe you have a point.
Yeah. I don't want to stall for half an hour, you know. Kind of already did that, but I'll do it with Mario at this point. Or actually, yeah, why not? Let's do Mario.
Alright, attempt number 2, everybody. Wipe your memory off the last 7 minutes. Nothing happened.
That just goes to show how hard this game can get, and also how much worse it is for Hoverhold and Flip Preserve to be combined. Even for this one level. I think even with practice, it's still pretty hard. But doing one or the other is
So while you're getting set up for that, I'll let everybody know that we're going to have Grapple Dogs here next. If you want, we're doing an incentive for the outfit bid war for either the classic, demonic, Grapple Cats, 8-bit, white box, or professional outfit. So get those donations in.
The thing he's doing right now, by the way, this is pretty heavily used in floodless runs. This is called infinite spinning. It's a method to gain infinite height. It's pretty slow, as you can see, so it actually isn't used anywhere in normal 100%. But for when you have no other options, at least you have this option.
There we go. I might be getting there now, probably. A century.
Hopefully. Getting close.
Come on.
Oh, where did Mario go?
There we go. There we go.
Gaining, don't go over to the right.
Try not to. There we go. Yes, finally. 8,000 years later. Oh my god.
We win, we win, we win, we have the win cap. Okay, life is good. Now he can do some cool stuff.
There we go. I'm actually going to do a little optimization after count. I'm going to try to do that once. This little thing. I don't practice this either, but... Okay, I didn't get it. Okay, whatever. It's fine. I'll do it the Nintendo way. That's fine. But you can fly all the way to the side. I'm actually going to show something else. It's also a pretty cool thing. I remember to do it in time. This is the hard part people are talking about for casuals.
As if the first part wasn't hard.
I should be fine. There we go. Bro. Oh.
And here's the actual difficult part, by the way.
Getting up here. Good, we did it.
Should
Now
work.
it should be solved.
Okay, from here
Gotcha.
it should be doable. Try not to die.
Good. The heart really hurts. There we go. I think we're good now. Gosh, should I cancel this? Let's see. I'm sure the coolest part of the whole thing. Well worth the wait at this point. Okay, come on. You know what? I'll just take a tip here. I wanted to shine cancel that because there's something cool on the other side. Really good water, right? Nice. So this is room 3, by the way. And you just die. You can't do anything here. But it's a cool little unused room, quote unquote. Bonus room, and you just die here. After this, we're done. We're done with the game anyway. Yeah, as he said, there's a couple of really cool games left. The game that he was just talking about, by the way, had the same exact estimate, 55 minutes, so gonna be here for nearly as long as you were here. Probably less because disincentive and other stuff. But yeah, Grapple Dogs, if you're a fan of that. And Parking Garage is after that too, so if you like those games, definitely stick around.
Let's go.
I think I'm done here for now. Shout
Was
out
fun
to
having
here.
you all.
Super Mario 63 community. A huge shout out to that, and Reno for making this game.
It was fun having everybody. Hope you had a good time, and stay tuned for
Sure did.
the rest of the day, the rest of the marathon.
Yeah, no, this was a lot of fun for someone like me who's never seen a speedrun of this. This was really fun.
Yeah.
It probably was a bit confusing as well. It usually is when you first see it.
Yeah. Edge of the Mushroom Kingdom definitely went way over even my expectations, I will say. Because that's an idea I never practiced the verdict suggestion.
Well, that's going to be it from us, I think. So,
Yeah, pretty much.
see you all and have a good one.
Peace.
All right, welcome back, everybody, to No Glitches Allowed 2025. Let's have the people in chat give the Gaming 100 another round of applause, or GGs, for the amazing run for Super Mario 63. That was awesome. That was a super awesome run. Not I've never seen anything like that. I know Vertic had mentioned earlier that they have never seen a movement in such a Mario game, but I've never seen anything like that either. That was really cool. So to be able to watch that live is amazing. Again, we're here to raise money for the Go Rescue. There we go, for Go Rescue, a dog shelter in Hampton, Virginia. We're raising the money so that we can have puppies and dogs from that rescue team find their forever home, help with the supplies, help with medical, their shots, and everything else. So we're looking to raise money for that. Right now, you can use !donate in chat, or on that screen, you can use that Tiltify QR code. And as an incentive for you, if you want, right now we are doing a outfit bid war, an ongoing outfit bid war, where you can donate to change the outfit of the outfit used for Grapple Dog's Cosmic Canines. That'll be coming up here shortly by Shovel Claws. Right now, Grapple Cats is in the lead with $10, with 8-bit outfit with just at 5. Other options for you. You either have White Box, Professional, Demonic, or the good old classic default skin. So you have those options for you. I'll keep the runner on track with that. Other things coming up. Parking Garage Rally Circuit by a Tea Tree. There is a incentive right now for $50 if you want to donate, help raise that money to get that raised, greenlit. Once we do, we will have the community tracks showcase for that as well at the end of the run. So get those donations in, get the word spread out. Again, this is our last day here for No Glitches Allowed 2025. So let's make it the best we can. Go out with a bang. And in case you're new here, I know a lot of you are just here vibing. You already know the community, but you're watching No Glitches 2025. It's an annual charity event featuring speedruns that rely more on the execution of intended mechanics than the game-breaking glitches. Hence, the No Glitches Allowed part. And like I said, today is our last day in that. If you want to check out the rest of the schedule for what we have here, !schedule in chat to see whatever else we have in store for you. I know I mentioned in the middle of that last run, we had Kingdom Hearts 2 as one of our finale games. So we'll have that. And I think there's an incentive for if Sephiroth will be challenged, will be one of the optional boss fights for that. I'm kind of excited for that, low key. I really want to see that happen. So we'll have that for you if that incentive is raised. Beyond that, good old shout outs, people of Japanese Restream. We're a proud partner to the Japanese RTA community to offer the Japanese language Restream. They're a great community that allows us to not only just have it here for the States or anywhere else in the world, but also for Japan as well. So thank you, Japan Restream, for helping us out, bringing this to a bigger audience. If you prefer to watch the event in Japanese commentary, head over to twitch.tv/Japanese Restream or type Japanese in chat, just if you want to see more. I guess as we're getting set up here, I could reintroduce myself. My name is the Cool Cat 3020. You can address me as he, him if you wish. I like to do all these other content, or I do other content stuff as well. So feel free to check me out if you wish to see other speedrunnings with my own voice if you wish. Already. From Professor Birch, a $5.98 donation. I want to see those community tracks, chat. I definitely want to as well. And Momochi USA from Japanese Restream, $5 donation. Thank you so much, adding those to the community tracks incentives. Thank you so much, pushing us over $2,300. Let's go.